Biomes by McKinley Schaefer. A biome is a large geographical area of distinctive plants and animal groups. The climate and geography of the region determines what type of biomes can exist in the major region. Major biomes include deserts, forests, grasslands, tundra, and several types of aquatic environment. Did you know that the Arctic tundra is the world's youngest biome? It was formed 10,000 years ago. The tundra is a vast land which covers about 20% of the Earth's surface. It is usually very cold and the land is pretty stark. Almost all tundras are located in the northern hemisphere. Small tundras are areas due to exist in Antarctica in the southern hemisphere. Because it's so much colder than the Arctic, the ground is always covered with snow and ice. Conditions are not right for the true tundra to form. Average annual temperatures are negative 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The taiga is a biome of the needle-leaf forest. Living in the taiga is cold and lonely. Coldness and food shortages make it very difficult, mostly in the winter. Some of the animals in the taiga hibernate or fly to the south. The average temperature is below freezing for 6 months out of the year. The winter temperature ranges negative 52 degrees Celsius to negative 1 degree Celsius. Grassland biomes are large rolling terrains of grasses, flowers, and herbs. Latitude, soil, and local climates for the most part determine what kinds of plants grow in the particular grassland. The grassland is a region where the average annual precipitation is great enough to support grasses and in some areas a few trees. Grasses can survive the fires because they grow from the bottom instead of the top. Their stems can grow again after being burned off. The soil in most grasslands is also too thin and dry for trees to survive. There are two different types of grasslands: tall grass, which are humid and very wet, and short grass, which are dry, with the hot summers and the cold winters than the tall grasslands. A hot and dry desert is, as you can tell from the name, hot and dry. Most hot and dry deserts don't have very many plants. They do have some low down though. The only animals that can survive have the ability to burrow underground. This is because they would not be able to live in the hot sun and heat. They only come out at night when it is a little cooler. A cold desert is a desert that has snow in the winter instead of dropping a few degrees in temperature like they would in a hot and dry desert. It never gets warm enough to grow plants, just maybe a few grasses and moss. The animals in the cold desert also have to burrow, but in case it keeps them warm, not cool. The tropical rainforest is a forest of tall trees and region of year-round warmth, and average of 50 to 260 inches of rainfalls yearly. Rainforests belong to the tropical wet climate group. The temperature in a rainforest rarely gets higher than 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but drops below 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Rainfall is often more than 100 inches a year. There is usually a brief season of less rain in some areas. Almost all rainforests lie near the equator. Rainforests now cover less than 6% of the Earth's land surface.